The ringing starts slow, not in your ears, but in the walls. It's a sonic distortion that predates the impact. Then the first anomaly. A car horn sounds sharp and frustrated. 3 seconds later, the driver puts his hand on the steering wheel. He hadn't intended to honk. The sound asterisk made asterisk the action. This is not a simulation. This is the reverse cascade. We are talking about a fundamental breach in the chronological integrity of the universe. Causality has inverted. The effect now precedes the cause. You hear the glass shatter, then the baseball is thrown backward through the window pane. Don't look for the origin of the threat. Look for the destination it is retreating to. The world hasn't just gone mad. It has started speaking in reverse temporal syntax. Forget your bug-out bag protocols. Forget your standard threat assessment matrices. Those tools rely on predictable, linear progression. They are useless now. Your IQ of 160 is your only weapon against the entropy flip. No worries, here is the thing. This event, whatever it is, cosmic hiccup, dimensional shrapnel, divine spite, it doesn't violate physics entirely. It exploits physics. Action still requires energy, but now the required state dictates the preceding input. A fire doesn't consume oxygen. It unconsumes the smoke back into its chemical components before the match is struck. Standard survival demands asterisk building asterisk. We now demand asterisk unbuilding asterisk. Your priority is cognitive recalibration. You must learn to perceive time as a river flowing upstream. If you see a splash, the stone is currently airborne, heading toward the thrower's hand. Method 1. The noise barrier and communication. Human communication is the first casualty. When you speak, the auditory pattern leaves your mouth, then retreats into your larynx. Meaning is annihilated. Do not try to speak coherent instructions. You will only create a temporal feedback loop of confusion. The auditory world is now a prophecy of retraction. If you hear shouting, someone is about to be silent. If you hear a gunshot, the weapon is already safe. The only reliable communication is written, and even that is compromised. Standard text must be written backward, right to left, word by word, assuming the reader's brain will attempt to process it forward. SAMETONGUEDONTUSE. Keep it simple. Symbols, drawings, hand signals that represent the asterisk desired final state asterisk. A fist means the fight is over. A thumbs up means safety has been achieved. Never signal the beginning of an action. Signal the closure. Method 2. Movement and observation. The inertia of the physical world provides a slight exploitable delay. Mass resists immediate reversal. Heavy objects are your friends. They move backwards slowly. Light objects, dust, air, moisture, are chaotic and impossible to track. If a window slams shut, the preceding force of wind is still in the room. Get out of its way. Asterisk now. Asterisk. Your primary survival technique is preemptive retreat. Identify the highest potential energy state nearby. That is the state the universe is trying to revert to. If a car is upside down in a ditch, its next move is probably to flip back onto the road. Stay clear of it now, because the force required for that reversal is about to be generated. Observation must be practiced with clinical detachment. Do not react to what you see. React to what the observation asterisk predicts. Asterisk must have happened before. If you see blood on the pavement, the person who was injured is about to stand up. The wound closing, the projectile exiting the flesh. They are dangerous not because they are hurt, but because they are currently generating the outward energy of the impact. Advanced tactics, the unbuilding economy. Forget farming. Forget scavenging abandoned stores. Those systems are built on consumption, growth, and decay. In the reverse cascade, consumption is the delivery mechanism. If you need food, you must find waste. Your priority is not fresh rations, but biomatter that has already been digested. Food will spontaneously undigest, reverse chew, and uncook itself back into its raw state. Find a garbage dump. Find sewer outflows. This is where the resources are retreating. It is disgusting. it is necessary. Water is less forgiving. Contamination uncontaminates, but the act of purification causes the subsequent fouling. If you filter water, you are setting up the condition for it to immediately become tainted again. Drink water that has already been filtered, then discarded. It is currently retreating to its purified state. This requires profound psychological reorientation. Weaponry is the most complex variable. A fired weapon is constantly trying to return to its unfired state. If you pick up an empty casing, the energy of the explosion is still contained within its geometry. It is retreating toward the bullet, which is retreating toward the powder, which is retreating toward the trigger pull. Never touch an empty shell casing. It is a delayed hand grenade waiting to rearm itself. If you must use a defensive tool, use blunt, low-energy tools. Crowbars, axes. Their effects are localized and their energy dispersal is rapid. Avoid stored energy devices. Batteries are chaos engines. They are constantly attempting to regress to the charged state, violently forcing the electrons back into the chemical solution. They don't explode, they implode. Then they violently charge the dead device they were plugged into. Method 4. Psychological warfare and sanity preservation. The greatest killer is cognitive dissonance. Your brain is wired for A causes B. The universe is screaming B precedes A. Your instinct to help is lethal. If you rush to save someone who has just fallen, your intervention is the cause of their fall. Stay detached. Assume every action you take will result in the immediate prior state being reversed, often violently. To ensure your shelter remains intact, you must first break it slightly. That broken state is what the structure will attempt to reverse from. If you require heat, you must first create a short, controlled explosion. The system will attempt to retreat from the high-energy state, generating stable, residual warmth. Do not trust memory. Your memory is still linear. It tells you what did happen. It offers no guidance on what must happen next, which is functionally the past. Document everything using simple numbered lists, noting the reversal event and the resultant stability . Example 1. Saw roof collapse, reversal event. 2. Roof now reinforced, stability. This counterintuitive journaling is your sanity anchor. Maintenance and hidden dangers. The invisible killers are redefined. Carbon monoxide. In a standard collapse, Colorado kills by displacing oxygen. In the reverse cascade, Colorado retreats. It requires an input of highly oxygenated healthy blood to initiate its reversal. If you breathe deeply in a contaminated area, you are not poisoning yourself. You are providing the necessary rich oxygen state for the CO to retreat into. Paradoxically, shallow, stressed breathing might be safer. Infection and injury. A wound does not fester. A wound unwounds . If you are cut, the body attempts to reverse the injury. The scar tissue forms first, then the tissue breaks, then the knife is drawn back. Treat the scar, not the cut. If you see a freshly healed wound, that means the physical trauma is about to happen. Avoid contact with those who are rapidly healing. They are zones of intense, localized chronological stress. Burn injuries are the worst. The heat energy will violently attempt to revert to its chemical potential state. That reversal draws enormous cold into the area. Touch a healing burn victim, and you risk instant, localized deep freeze. Survival requires adapting to the second law of thermodynamics, operating in reverse. We are fighting against the natural desire for order and low-energy states. We must become masters of the already done. To survive the next hour, you must ensure the next hour has already been secured. Stop moving violently. Stop thinking linearly. Focus on the inertial stability of your chosen shelter. Is it heavy? Is it still? Its stillness is the universe trying to settle into that moment. Your plan is simple. Observe the chaos, calculate the retreat trajectory, and move into the area that the disaster has just abandoned. The world speaks backward now, but if you listen to the echoes of retraction, you can predict what has just happened. and what has just happened is your past. You have learned to weaponize time itself. Welcome to the new world. You won.